What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Dokkan. Now, we got just a bunch of crazy new shit in the game that I want to talk about. First things first, let's go ahead and talk about the new story event. You should be farming this event. I know most of us are still farming Broly, and I don't blame you for that. But if you pass on this event, you will be extremely sorry. Okay? Curse of the Blood Red Rubies. Okay? This event is a little different in that it does include the potential to Dokkan Awaken the Goku that you pull out of here into LR. Eventually. I don't even think JP's gotten the LR yet. Maybe they do. I don't remember specifically. But irrelevant. They're going to have more stuff later on that's going to let you Dokkan Awaken him into an LR. For now, make sure you farm them up. The usual, farm up 2 of them, SA10, 1 Rainbow, the other one, leave plain, and then lock them down, Dokkan Awaken both of them, and chill until that sweet, sweet moment comes that we can, Dokkan Awaken them into LR, and then combine them together. Pretty straightforward. I don't think that really requires any further explanation. Okay? A lot of cool stuff, though, in here that you could farm, including these rubies. And the rubies, of course, they are acquirable. Boop, boop. That's not what I wanted. Basically, you farm those up. You come over here into the Baba Shop. You go into Treasures, and you can trade them in for pasta or a couple different types of, or say a couple different types, couple different price points of Elder Kais. Okay, looks like there's 3 Elder Kais total that you can get. Elder Kai medals and Supreme Kai medals, which I'm okay with. So, the main thing you want to get out of here, though, is Pasta. If you're a free-to-play player, do not pass up on Pasta herself, because Pasta is one that I actually talked about a while back when I did my favorite free-to-play units. The reason being is because she's an extreme int key plus 2, 40% all stats lead. Not really that important. She's a supreme damage unit and lowers attack. Now, that's really good. I like lowers attack. Now, perfect countermeasure, her passive skill here. Key plus 2, medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attacks. So she's a free-to-play unit that does evasion, okay? If you want to basically sum that up, unfortunately, let's say if you do 100%er, which I plan to do, if you do 100%er, be aware that adding evasion on top of that doesn't really add to that multiplier. Basically, that's the count for one and then the count for the other. Theoretically, you are adding it, but, you get the basic concept. Whatever this, I forget what this is. I think it's a 50% chance. I don't remember specifically, but whatever that chance is, and the other chance on top, let's say, is 50-50, doesn't become a 100% chance. It's more like a 75% chance, and people that are into statistics know it's even lower than that. But neither here nor there. Just adding evasion isn't going to make her a guaranteed evasion unit. It'll help. It'll help, but it's not going to guarantee it, okay? And I don't think she's one that I'd necessarily put crit into right away. Double attack on lowers attack is not a bad choice. Remember, crit is a modifier, a multiplication modifier, so more crit is good. Double attack on lowers attack is not bad. Adding evasion, probably not the best use of your time, but if you want to improve those stats, by all means, I don't think that's a terrible choice. I think it's that moment where everyone's going to be standing up going, level 3 dodge. And I'm like, you might be onto something in this situation. You actually might be onto something in this situation. But I digress. Attacked enemies defense, minus 80% for 2 turns. That means she doesn't even have to super to do that. But as we all know in the game anymore, if you're not supering, what the hell are you doing? Okay? And medium chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 2 turns. So, lowers attack, lowers defense, lowers, and then stuns, and evades. So, like I said, a free-to-play unit that you would be borderline idiotic not to Rainbow. So, yeah, we're going to definitely be doing some testing on her when she drops, right? So, very, very, very good unit. The Goku, we don't have the stats on the LR yet, or at least I guess I could check the wiki. I don't remember specifically if the JP got it yet. I think the rumor was JP is getting it, but it hasn't been released yet. Whatever it was. Someone's going to be in the comments section. You're ready. Well, easy way to find out here. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. The LR is here. I stand corrected. Okay. LR stats when he finally goes LR. Let's see. So it's the Seeking Dragon Balls category. We can look at that category here in a moment. Irresistible force of march forward. That's a bad translation. So it's a seal super attack and does supreme damage, colossal damage to the enemy brain. And I don't see details on this. Is that all it does? That's not the LR. That's the UR. This is the TUR. So the LR has not been released like I thought. This is the TUR. So yes, does supreme damage to the enemy. There's that. That actually might be immense. It's hard for me to tell with the translation. Okay. And of course changes key orbs, and I can't tell. I can't. The translation's horrid. But really great unit. You also don't want to miss out on that. Like I said, though, JP hasn't even gotten the LR yet, so we're going to be waiting a while on that. But that said, there's no reason to sleep on them. Go ahead and farm up the both of them. There's no reason to do it. You know, the two SA10s, rainbow the one, and that way when the LR drops, you're good to go. Okay? This isn't the only thing that dropped, however. Okay? We should go look at that category. I'm sure I don't have all the units on the category by any stretch of the imagination, but let's go ahead and look here. And yes, that is an undokkan LR Bojack. We'll talk about him at the end of the video. So here we go. Where is that new category? Dragon Ball Seekers. There we are. Alright. Dragon Ball Seekers category. Oh. Actually, it's a pretty stacked category. Okay. You got your Samasus, you got your B-Pans, you got... LR Goku Ginyu was up there. This is actually General Blue's on here. That's not bad. Yeah, pretty much LR Ginyu's on here. Hey. And yes, I am farming LR Ginyu, guys. We will have an LR Ginyu test coming to the channel here shortly. So it's a pretty good stack of teams here. I bet you this team is going to be the new hotness when it comes to Prime Battle. We'll talk about that because we do have Prime Battle Vegeta coming in a few days too. So we'll talk about that when Prime Battle Vegeta drops. Neither here nor there, though. Looks pretty sweet. A lot of opportunity in that team. Now, again, this is not the only thing to drop. Let's go ahead and jump over here and go to our EZAs. Okay? We got the EZA for Super Saiyan Goku. Or Super Saiyan Goku. Super Saiyan Gogeta. It's late. Guys, I'm sorry. I am very much looking forward to testing mine, so I'm going to rip through this at amazing speed, and hopefully tomorrow I can bring you the upper levels and a damage test of him. And then, since we got the new Gogeta, we could do a test of both Int and this Gogeta on a team with that Gogeta and see what kind of results we can muster with that. I'm huge expectations out of this guy. Huge expectations. Alright. And, of course, we have Kid Buu back. Okay? Let me go ahead and pull up the EZAs on Kid Buu, because I don't remember specifically all the stats on him. Of course, this is not the physical. This is the AGL. Okay? And I don't have him in front of me. Oof. Oh, nope. There they are. Okay. There they are. Doesn't look like the tech is on this list anywhere, but here's AGL Kid Buu. AGL Kid Buu. Come on, game. There we go. So AGL Kid Buu, let's see here. On his final EZA, he gets Ki +2, HP attack and defense 70% for his leader skill. Passive skill, imitation of skills turn at the start. Wait, at the start of each turn, 14% HP recovery, and what? This still looks like it's a Japanese translation. Anyway, attack 14% and defense 70% looks like per orb obtained. So, not bad, not bad. Could be better, could be worse. The fact that he gets defense when he nukes is not a bad deal at all. So that's a good upgrade for him as it is. Doesn't look like the tech one got anything, but you know, per usual with him. The amount of orbs needed, I would have to double verify, and we'll talk about that in the second video when I actually do the EZA in mine. But you can pretty much guess it's going to be the 12, 20, 12, 12 is usually the way it is. And of course, you got to go back through here, and you've got to select the level. Okay? You've got to manually select the level to do it. So, be aware of that. It is going to cost some stamina to do it. And if it's worthwhile, that's entirely up to you to decide. But for me, absolutely. I have my I've had mine ready for a little bit now, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll do some testing with him, but I really don't suspect that it's going to be that big of a deal. That Gogeta, on the other hand, STR Gogeta was one of my first Rainbow Star units after that was even put in the game. I've been looking forward to this EZA basically since they started doing EZAs. So you better believe we're going to do his damage test here very, very soon. And I'm very excited for that. Okay. The other thing I want to make note of here. Okay, let's go down here. Of course, we got the Extreme Z Battle Dokkan Fest. I'd say leave this the hell alone, but that's my humble opinion. We also got the movie bosses category, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to be hitting this category. 2 reasons. 1, I have never, ever, ever pulled Lord Slug. I've never done it. He's just evaded me, okay? Alright, I've got more of him than I can care to count. I wouldn't be too mad about that. It's not the worst. That's pretty crappy. Yeah. Anyway, neither here nor there. Those I desperately need. And we'll talk about that towards the end of the video here in just a moment. Okay? So, basically what we're looking at here is if we go into the actual summon rates for this, okay? And we go to the just the normal summon. And we go down here. Something I noticed in here earlier. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We're getting warmer. We're getting much warmer. Alright. Check this out. Karoli, Kuliza, Pandel, Barlot, Chowman, Bullpan, Janembu. No. Huh, that's interesting. I kind of guess it kind of makes sense. He's a bit OP. No Weirus. I wish there was Weirus, but apparently that's not a thing. But then, of course, you go down a little bit further, and you've got, you know, should be the list of LRs. Hold on. Usually the LRs are in here. Yeah, see, there it is. Majin, yeah, so all the LRs are in here too. So basically, long and the short of it is, you could go hunting for LRs and Dragon Ball Fusions units. I don't know why they're in this banner, because they're definitely not, if I go up here, they're absolutely not in the Dokkan Fest banners. So I don't know if they just forgot to take it out when they added this back in, because best I know they haven't made that permanent yet, unless it was in the news and I didn't notice, which is actually quite possible. We'll go check here real quick. But yeah, there's a couple reasons I'll be hitting that. 1, I want some Fusions units. I definitely would not be mad about Fusions units. B, I'd love to do a little more LR hunting. I've been dying to either get some dupes for some of my LRs or finally pull some of the LRs that I've desperately been missing. Let's see. Curse the Blood Rubies, movie bosses. Let's see if it says it in here. 3-time only. Perform 3 discount multi-summons. Following characters can be awakened into LR. Will also be... yeah. So here's all the... there's all the LRs. Yeah, there's our featured. And those SR Bojacks I need for my Bojack to finally feed his SA. So yeah, I don't see anything in here about it. So I'm a bit shocked because I don't think that they've announced that those are part of the general pool yet. I guess this is it, but because this is the second time they've done it. They did it with the New Year's banner, and then they finally did it with this banner. So I don't know if that's going to be a permanent thing or if it's just an oops, we messed up. Either way, I'm not mad because we haven't had the Fussions banner in for friggin' ever. And we're supposed to get it back here in the next few months, and then it'll say, okay, it's permanent. If you want my opinion, I think that's going to happen around the time we get hero stuff, which will probably be the end of next month, the end of March, beginning of April. If you don't know what that coincides with, well, you've been sleeping under a rock. So, lots of cool stuff going on here, guys. So, yeah, I will be doing that. That I will say, though, I do not recommend hitting that banner unless you have a specific reason to. So, for me, it's Slug, SR, Bojack. It's not a silly reason to hit it, but I'm going to hit it anyway. And then, of course, Fusions units and LR. So, I have 4 reasons to hit that banner. 2 are arguably fairly weak, but it's a thing. If I could pull them, it's a guaranteed feature for those first 3, so it's a good chance of pulling Slug. Pretty good chance of pulling Slug, so you never know. So that's what you can look forward to in the next couple of streams. Now, that said, since we've talked about that, I'm going to leave the last part of this open for you guys, okay? I'm going to go back to character list. I have had the absolute worst time with those SR Bojacks. I really, really have. Let's go back to movie bosses. Okay. And I'll go int. Okay. I have fed in at least 5 or 6 of them, and I have not increased his super attack at all. Okay. And I'm not talking about at the 5%. I'm talking about awaken them, Z-awaken them into the SSR and gone for the 50% and not gotten a single. So I want to know right now, because I am planning to do damage testing on the other 2 LRs here really soon. Do you want to see a damage test? Because I pulled also Trunks like months ago, and I haven't awakened to LR, and I have never done the damage test with him. So you can do damage tests of Trunks, Ginyu, and this dude all later this week. Unfortunately, the Trunks in my unit, I'll have to wait a little bit longer for. Do you want to see... Should I drop Elder Kai's to him, or should I stick with my guns, continue the farm, and see how many of those SRs we could drop in there first? You let me know in the comment section what you want to see. I leave this guy in your capable hands, because frankly, I'm sick of throwing all these awakening medals at this, and it just utterly failing. So, you let me know what you want to see in that regard. Let me know how hyped you are about the other stuff. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because we're still on the subscriber push. You're never not on the subscriber push. I'll be back with more Dokkan Battle tomorrow, when hopefully we're at level 30 and ready to go with our EZA Gogeta. And I will lay your asses out then. Yeah, I guess that's it. There's a lot to talk about in this video. Man, a lot to talk about. And let me know what to do with him. Alright, I'm out.